noticed some gnarly cradle cap on Ashlyn for some reason. So I ordered this Baby Ganix cradle cap cleansing oil thing to try out, to try and help it, because it is gross. Technically knew that toddlers could get cradle cap, but it's just like, didn't expect it to just show up randomly on a 2.5. Alright, so I bought stuff on Amazon because I wanted to try something that I've never done before. Anyways, I decided that since I have all this, Jesus kicking my butt. I decided since I have all of this extra milk in the freezer that I'm not using and it's just taking up space, I'm going to utilize at least a little bit of it for something that I'd like to try out, which is breast milk cream / lotion. So I got all this stuff.
I want to play with sticky dough.
No.
Mommy,
so,
do I have to wait?
Not today, London. I don't want to have to clean up that mess today. So I ordered off of Amazon the things that Google told me that I needed to make the recipe. I have to go back and find the recipe again so I can do it finally. Finally have all this stuff, finally have the time. You still haven't finished cleaning up all of that mess.
That's why.
So I got these little pots, container things, little travel. Perfect little thingy for me to put this stuff in. And this, I can use this for, you know, anything. This milk's good for basically anything. I got a bag of beeswax. I got grapeseed oil and then vitamin E oil. Simple enough, 3 ingredients, then the breast milk, technically 4 ingredients. Hopefully it's not too hard to make and hopefully I don't mess it up. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. First, I need to organize my milk because it's all just thrown in here. I'll show you. Thank you. Right now, it's all just thrown in here. All these bags. So I need to like get them into the little, get them organized better into the bricks, the Ziploc bricks. So I gotta go through that, match up the dates, and put them into Ziploc bags to get them put together more. But we don't have very much freezer space, and all of that milk is just for me using the Hacka, so it's just what I leak out on the side opposite that he's nursing, because he only nurses on one side. But I don't like to just like let it all leak out into my bra or my shirt or whatever. So I use the Hacka, but now I'm just collecting all this milk that I'm not using because he's like exclusively nursed, at least for now. And it's gonna stay that way unless, you know, something else happens or comes along. And I don't have the space, like he's not quite even a month old yet, and that one section's already full. I have no other space for milk. And I can't just go get a deep freezer because that's a couple $100 I don't have to spend. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing with all of this milk, and I know that people would say like to sell it or donate it, and I agree, I wish I could, but I feel like I just am not able to go through that screening process. First of all, I don't know what the qualifications are to be able to do that. I don't know where to go, I don't know how to start, I don't have like the ability to just go out and do this thing. So that's something I'd have to look more into first and see if I could find something that possibly could be done from home, but I don't know. Because ideally I would like to be able to donate or sell some of it, because I don't need all of that. I don't foresee myself needing all of that. And I'm just gonna keep getting more and have nowhere to put it. But yeah, I just don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to do that or where to start. So I'll cross that bridge another day. For now, we're gonna try and make some breast milk lotion, because Mr. Man's got some baby acne that hopefully could maybe help. I freaking loathe baby acne. Like, I know it's nothing and it goes away, But I just hate seeing it on his little face. I hate baby acne. It's like the worst. And I feel like his is worse than the girl's ever was. Like, I don't remember theirs ever being as bad as his is. Might help with Ashlyn's cradle cap. If you know about breast milk, you know there's like a bunch of things you could use it for. this. Again. Alright, I got the bulk of it done. That's our sheets that need to be washed. That's some dirty work clothes. A new load in there. There's a load in the dryer. That's all the kids' clean clothes that I separated from ours, but still has to be put away. And then I've got a basket of clean socks and underwear for Christopher and I that has to be put away. That's mine and his clean clothes that get hung up and not folded. So I'll deal with all that later, but Jace isn't having it at this point. But at least I got somewhere. So, it is almost 11 o'clock at night, and I decided to kick both girls out of my room, out of our room tonight, and into their own room. Honestly, I'm getting kind of burnt out of literally never ever having a second away from them, and they've been a handful lately. So, I just feel like it's time for me to do this and give myself, can't lean that way, a break, if you could even consider it that, because it's when I'm sleeping, not when I'm actually awake and they're awake. But yeah, when we first moved in here, once we got London bed set up, she did pretty good. Oh goodness. She did pretty good sleeping in there for probably like 2 weeks. Every night she slept in there by herself. And then all of a sudden, she started to not like it, and Christopher put her back in our room, on the mattress on the floor. And then she's been here once again ever since, and Ashlyn has always been in our bed. Like, Ashlyn's never slept in a different room, unless she stayed at someone else's house and wasn't around me at all. So yeah, put them both in there tonight. And as far as I know, they're still in there just messing around playing, so I don't know how long it's going to take them to actually lay down and go to sleep. But hopefully I can stick to it and I don't start to feel like too bad about it and feel guilty, because I just have anxiety and also a lot of mom guilt around like making them sleep in a separate room when they've been in my room / my bed for their whole lives. So I don't know how well I'm gonna stick to it. They didn't really, like, London put up a fuss at first until she like realized like she has her TV in there and we got it working. It was all unplugged, so she thought that we were gonna put her in there in the pitch black dark and just leave her. So she was like worried about that, but once she realized that she was gonna have light and stuff, she was fine. And neither of them have cried at all, but they're also not like laying down to go to sleep. So, oh my goodness, you got the hiccups? Yeah. So who knows how long it's gonna take them to go to sleep, but I just feel like I need this. I needed this. So it's just me and Jason here right now, and it feels really weird. But it's also nice because it's quiet. Usually they're both in here jumping around and I'm telling them to lay down and calm down every 2 seconds. And Ashlyn's cold feet are all over me, and she's trying to lay on top of me, and I'm trying to make sure that she's not, like, she likes to pet him at night when she's laying down trying to go to sleep. She will sit here and like hold his head and rub his head and like pet his back and stuff and like lean over, but she like will lean over like her head on his head, and I have to always adjust it and make sure she's not putting like pressure on his head and stuff, because obviously he's got a little tiny head with a soft spot, and Ashlyn has a big head. She doesn't need to be putting a big head on his little head. And it's like, it's sweet and I'm glad that she likes him, but Like, she just doesn't fully understand being cautious of what she's doing and being careful with him. I'm drooling all over me. He gets so mad at himself when he has hiccups. I know, they're annoying, huh? And I was supposed to finally take the kids on that walk that I mentioned in the other video with their scooters today, because I think the weather was pretty nice. It was pretty rainy yesterday, and we were too busy on Tuesday. So I was gonna do it today. But honestly, those two were just not on their best behavior today at all. They had 0 listening ears, 0 helpfulness. So they ended up not getting to do that because they just could not listen and clean up and do what I asked. So we'll try again tomorrow if the weather permits. You're getting pretty good at holding your head up. Just a little wobbly. You don't like it right now? What you want? What you want? Bless you.